PJ's strategies changed with Reed out for a while.
He's a little more of the muscle game. He's got to be ready. And I told him he's gonna be begging Reed to come back quicker because he's gonna have to go down there and do stuff that the other two cannot do. And so, but I think he'll be fine. I mean, he's played here at times. He's just in the best shape of his life. He's winning every run. He's leading. He's getting guys to stand up. If a guy's on his knees, he's telling them, let's go. He's learning to play a full game. In other words, I watched Missouri in the first half. He bounced and moved it. And then in the second half, he didn't bounce quite as much. And his game, and I just said, you just got to get to where you can go a full game, and that's who you are. That's what's nice about coaching guys 2 years. I would love coaching guys 4 years. Could you imagine having guys that know exactly what you're talking about and how you have to play? And, to have the freshmen try to do the stuff that we're doing, even the sophomores, it's hard.
Do you think with Reed out, you'll go small at all?
We've practiced that way. We can. We can.
What are the advantages of a line like that?
Well, if you can defend and rebound with it, you get another perimeter scorer. It spreads your defense. But he's got to be able to defend, and really he's got to be able to rebound, go get balls.
Is there a potential silver lining here in the Nick and EJ playing will make you that much better in time?
Well, you could say, I always say one guy's misery is another guy's opportunity. So, but the thing that happened with Reed, my worry, we didn't get a check till he came back. We didn't know. It could have been an ACL, could have been out, done. Being out and done for us, our fans are, well, wait a minute, what about him? All that he's done, all that he sacrificed, all that he put into this, taken away. You're not going to work out for an NBA team. You're not. So what I said to my team yesterday was this. Now I know he's healthy. I'm happy. He may be out 2 weeks. You ready? 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 7 weeks. It doesn't matter. He's going to be okay. So I'm good now. We'll figure out how we play as a team. And I think they got what I was saying. I mean, he is, don't know how long he's going to be out. But, whatever it is, I'm good.
Cal, Nick said you've told him, I think he said you put it in a mud wrestling match down there.
Yeah, I don't want him to. I want him to use his quickness and his length and his ability to go get balls versus getting a mud wrestling. So when the ball bounces to you, you're worried about pushing and the ball bounces right there. Or a guy drives that you can block the shot, but you're mud wrestling. Quit it. Stop it. You cannot mud wrestle Johnny David and win. So don't try. Use your quickness, use your length, use what your strengths are. And he's trying. He's such a great kid. I'm going to tell you, he's like a sweetheart of a kid. And he wants to play so well, and he's so hard on himself. And, like I said, you got to relax and go do what you do best. Don't dribble the ball in the post. Just shoot it. Just catch it and shoot it. If you bounce it, they're coming after you. So
Is some of that a product of what he's going against in Reed in
Yeah.
practice? That
Yeah, he's trying to survive.
He thinks, like, I got to mud wrestle?
no, he's got to survive, not mud wrestle him. I'm just trying to keep him away from me. So you end up mud wrestling. But, when he moves those feet and bounces and runs and is long and is active, he's really good. Well, why wouldn't you play that way all the time? Because it's really hard. It's easy to just lean on somebody and mud wrestle. That's easier than bouncing, moving, alert, running, sprinting, sitting, bouncing. I need a sub. So, again, everything we're asking these guys, one of my messages today to them is, I hope you understand all season I tried to make you uncomfortable. I've tried to make you uncomfortable in games. I've tried to make you uncomfortable in practice so you can begin being comfortable when you're uncomfortable. And you can learn that every game we play, the other team's trying to make you uncomfortable. And if you can withstand that and still play and have a slow mind, you're going to be in pretty good shape as a basketball player the rest of your life.
Do you do that all year and then flip a switch and march and say, okay, you got it, go?
At some point, they become empowered, and what I'm starting to see in practice and amongst them, the camaraderie, how they talk to one another, it's starting to happen.
That
What
little
do you think of
spin-
it? I'm sorry, go ahead.
That little spin move Nick had the last couple of games, is that new or is that something that just confident?
I don't know. I don't know. He's inventing stuff, I think, but that's fine. The ball went in, I'm happy for him. Just anything that he can do to build his confidence. And I just say, make easy plays. You try to do hard stuff, they steal the ball, and then your head goes down, your shoulders go down, and I got to take you out because you're not going to rebound, you're not going to block a shot. I've coached you now for 2 years. When he's back and shoulders are back and he's running, leave him in. Now, what he's got to do is sub himself when he's tired. Coach, get me. Can I come out? I want to go. Just get me for a minute. Gotcha. And then you're out a minute, and you ready to go? Okay, at the 12-minute mark, go back in. But it's hard because they got people, if they say, why did he take you out? I took myself out. You never take yourself out! You took yourself out! You play every minute and shoot every ball! I mean, they got to deal with that stuff.
Cal, the NBA moved another step closer to being one and done this week in the wake of Zion's thing that I had this conversation.
Well, let me first of all say, I knew that going straight to the G League wasn't going to work. You all knew it wasn't going to work. They finally figured out it ain't going to work. So they had to go back and say, now we're going to let all the 18-year-olds be eligible for the draft, and we hope 50 of you come out because only 4 of you are going to be drafted. Then the rest of you can go to the G League. The other one didn't. I told you it wasn't going to work. I do read tea leaves pretty good.
What happens to reclassification thing?
With the what?
Guys reclassify.
Well, they got to still be 18 to be able to be drafted. So, I mean, I saw it, and I'm good with it. These kids should have a – now, listen, we should not go to a baseball rule. If a kid goes to college and after a year or two wants to go to the NBA and is good enough and he grew, he got bigger, he got more let him go. Why would you now force a kid to stay 2 years? Well, how about if that's your child? What's different if it's my child? Oh, okay. But if he's able to go after a year, let him go. I don't. But if they come to college, let me explain. Very, very few will be able to leave after a year, or they would have left. They would have gone. So now they go to college, they're going to stay 2 or 3 years. You don't think I'm happy about that? I'd be ecstatic. I'd be happy for the kids that got drafted, happy for the kids that would say, look, I'm going to need 2 or 3 years, let's do this, who have a guaranteed education, who have insurance for injury, and are being taught in a, like we've had guys here, to say when they were 18 they would have been ready to go to that league. And I know they think, well, I could have gone. I sit here and say, as a staff, we talk about it. I don't see it. You look at a couple of the guys on this team who are now playing well. The beginning of the year, and then you're going to have a couple that'll start playing well, that maybe their stock goes up. That's how this works. But if they're out of high school and they can go directly to the NBA and be drafted and get millions of dollars from the NBA, I'm for it 100%. Just let's not devalue education. Let's just not devalue it. Let's not make it solely about basketball, and what we do and how we do it is important.
Are you surprised the NBA would make that move, since they seem to have a perfect feeder system in place with guys like you?
I think they kind of want to control basketball. And that's, you got the G League, you got the mechanisms you believe that will do that. And I just hope that the NCAA, in their infinite wisdom, don't try to go to 2 and 3 years to challenge all the kids to not go to be educated. Let's not be educated. Let's just do, because every kid, we've had straight A students here. Straight A's. They belong in school. So it's just happy for them, happy for the kids that if that happens. I don't know if they gave them that, what were they asking back? We're not in the negotiations. There's something coming. Folks, they did, blah, 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 blah. They don't just say, here, take this. Unless they're trying to help somebody else within, like this would be great for his program if we do. I can't believe they would do that.
Cal, once you know.
Nike school, what goes through your mind when you see a Nike shoe come apart?
No, I say that kid's torque and his explosion would blow out any shoe. When you look at it, you're like, and he's not 120 pounds now doing that. He got some weight to him. And if you looked at it, you're like, holy cow. And again, what Nike will do with him, if he decides to go with Nike, is that they would make a shoe special for him. I doubt if they were able to do that because he's a college player. Now, they did some stuff with Carl Towns because he had a 19 or 20 foot or 20-inch shoe, but his foot was like that wide. So they had to do something special for him. But, you know, I just think that, well, the kid is so unusual, size-wise, explosiveness, quick twitch. I mean, I don't care what he had on. When you saw him, like, wow. We're like, it's a wonder both shoes didn't blow out.
Cal, once you have so once you have the date, once we know, it looks like it's going to be 2022, but once it's set in stone and it's done that high school kids can go, how in the preceding year or years leading up to that do you have to change recruiting?
Don't know yet. It just came out, but you won't believe this. We'll figure out what it is and we'll be first at it. So whatever it is, and whatever we do,
It will be mimicked.
and then what we would, somebody else would do what we're doing. So whatever it is, we'll figure it out. And everybody will be watching. I'm a guy that doesn't say much. I keep quiet about stuff. And then they'll just pile on and start doing it. But we're here. You know, this program has been special, and it's going to remain special, whatever the rules are. So anything like this, I believe it helps us. I'd love to be coaching kids 3 and 4 years. You kidding me? That's what I used to do. And believe me, I wasn't as anxious. I could walk into games with juniors and seniors being down 10-0 timeout. Come on, guys. You know you're better than this. Knowing where the game's going. And then all of a sudden you look up, we'd be up 20 at halftime. I mean, it's just this here, had a call last night. How do you get these kids to defend? And a friend that knows me knows, do we do any defense in the summer? Most of you don't listen to what I say, so you probably wouldn't know, but we don't do any defense in the summer. I'm not going to have them doing defensive slides and drills in the summer, which is why when we went to the Bahamas, we couldn't defend and stay in front of anybody. Then we played Transylvania, and I was just with Coach Lane, and we couldn't stay in front of them. And it took us time, and then we become pretty good defensively. But how about you have a team for 2 or 3 years, and one of their things is they're defensive-minded. Now you're just making adjustments on how you're playing and bringing a young kid in that maybe could help the team. And
John, how much is Auburn like an X-Factor kind of team?
yeah, they're going to shoot.
Different enough from everybody else.
They're shooting 35 to 40 threes. They'll shoot 35 threes. What if they make 17?
Killed Arkansas making 17.
What's that?
They killed Arkansas making 17.
Then you lose. So your job is to make sure if they shoot 35, they're hard 35, so they don't make 17, but they may. Anyway, are they going to shoot them? Oh, yeah. What if you really guard them? Really shoot them? They are shooting them. That's what they do.
All right, guys, got to practice.
Thanks.